So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I want to draft a blazer, a single a short lapel blazer, single short lapel blazer with one back vent. So I'll start with the back because I always come with the back. So I will mark my cutout line before drafting. As we all know, I've been doing this. Okay, so normally I'm cutting according to the measurement of my customer. So if you have your measurement, you should do the same thing I'm doing now. So just follow the video and I believe you get yours right. So the first measurement I'm using here is 1.5 inches, and that is for the shoulder line. 1.5 inches, that's for the shoulder line. So from there, the guy's chest is 39. So I'll divide manually using my tape. 39 divided by 4. Okay, so I have my armhole, which is 9 3/4. I'll mark here, then go upward by 1.5 inches again, which is 1.5. I'll do the same here. Remember, taking this measurement from the shoulder line, so take note of that. 1.5 upward, 1.5. So my full length measurement is 32. So all my measurements start from the shoulder line. 32. So if you want to add folding allowance, which is, if you can use 1.5, use. If you can use 1, use, depending on what you want. So I'll use 1.5 for this one because I need enough folding allowance. So I'll do the same thing here. 32. Then folding allowance 1.5. Okay. So I will mark these lines across. So now I'll mark from my main line, which is main measurement, full length, not the 1.5. I'll mark my vent, which is a single vent. I'll mark from there. I'll take 9.5 or 9, let me say 9. So this is just what you really want, not what I want, you understand? So do yours the way you want it here. If you want it more bigger, you can increase. If you want it smaller, you can reduce. But I think 9 is okay for me. Now the measurements, in-depth measurement is 2 inches. 2 inches. Then the 2 inches I will divide by 2, having 1. There's a reason for this, we'll come down to that. So 2 inches, then divide 1, have 1. Okay, so the chest measurement, remember, we have divided by 4 and have 9 3/4. So let me just bring this up at once. 9 3/4, put it down here. That is for it. This is not the chest. Here it's not a chest, but we use the same measurement here for the chest. We use the same measurement, so take note of that. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I will divide from this vent to this point. Whatever I have here, I have 13.2 inches. So I will divide by 2 manually. Then I will have the middle, which is 6.5. 6.5. Let me say 6.5. So I will now measure from here to here 6.5. Then put it down here as well. And this is my waist measurement, or you can say the tummy. All right, so I'll mark across. So we have the waist measurement. So normally human posture or human skeletal system is not always straight for the back side. If you see, we have a little bit curve on our back, so that's what we are going to get here, which is the shape for the back. So mind you, this affects the suit, how it fits the user or your customer, how it fits the person. So you have to be very sure that you have a nice shape at the back. So how am I going to do this now? I'll mark this 1 inch all across first, 1 inch all across, because we need a good allowance for that. So now we have to make our shaping to fall down to this point, you understand? So that's when my curve ruler comes in. So look at this. Everything, I'm starting from the vent, then goes to the armhole measurement, which is the first one, not the second one, the first one. So take note of that. Remember, like I said, this measurement or this shape affects how the suit fits on the back side of the user. So I'm drafting like this. Okay. Then now I will increase this back side. Let me mark this side to be showing clearly. Okay. Now from the neck measurement, I always use 1/2 inch for the neck measurement. Okay, and I'm starting from the cutout line, you know, so not the shoulder line anymore, cutout line. So I'll mark 1/2 inch. Then the neck measurement I'm using is 3. The neck measurement is 3 for adults, so I'll also mark the 1/2 inch. Then I'll mark the line across. Okay. Then this is what I'm going to do here. If I'm cutting a knot lapel, I'll make sure I have a nice shape here, but this is what I'm going to do here, because this is a short lapel. Don't need too much shape on the neck, so that when we are joining it, it won't be very difficult for us to join. You understand? So as you can see, I just made a simple and small shape here. But if it is a short lapel, we have to draft this from here and then curve. You understand? So take note of this as well. Now I will extend this length by either 1 or 1/4. So I need this shape to be very nice on the person, so I'm going to increase by 3/4 inches. So this is what I'm going to do. Since I've done this way, this is actually the best way to even draft this stuff. So take note of this. Remember, this is where our neck measurement starts from. This extra allowance is for you to have allowance, but you're stitching from here. You understand? So I'll show you what I mean on the stitching part. So this is just to get a nice shape for the back side. All right, so the back shape is out, as you can see. All right, so when you're stitching, stitch like this. You get it? Okay, so that's it for the back. So the shoulder line, the shoulder measurement is 18. So I'm going to divide 18. I'm having 9. 9, then add half inch to the 9, which is 9.5. Then so we have 9 3/4 for the chest measurement. I'm not using this one right now, I'm using this one. These two things has a purpose for the blazer and the armhole, so I'm using this one first for the back side. Now 9 3/4, I'm starting with the 1 inch we deducted, you understand, because that's where my measurement starts from. So 9 3/4 I mark, then I mark inward, which is by half inch as well. Went inward by half inch to get the curve for the armhole on the back side. So I'm going to use this one, connecting to the half inch on the shoulder line as well, straight, you understand. So now the waist measurement, I don't take measurement for it. I minus 1 from the chest measurement, which is 8 3/4, right? 8 3/4, because I minus 1 inch from it. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shape from there to this point, and the back side is all set. All right, so shape to there, then don't want it to be too curvy, you understand, so I'm shaping to this point as well. All right, so as you can see, we have the back shape. Now one thing is missing, we have to connect the shoulder point, you understand, so I will connect the shoulder point, you understand. So the shoulder points are connected. So that is it for the back measurement and drafting. It's all out. So I will trim it out so you can see what we've done so far. So guys, so this is the front side. Now I'm going to mark 1.5 inches for the lapel, or you can be creative with this, either 2 inches or 1.5. Let me just say 2 inches, so I will have enough space to draft whatever I want, you understand. So 2 inches. So guys, we are marking 4 inches down this part for the lapel or the collar. Let's say the collar, you understand, let's say for the collar down this point. Okay, so now remember we used 2 inches, you can use 1.5 depending on how you want your lapel to be, you understand, how big or how small you want it to be. So I'm going to use let me just mark 1.5 inches right here, 1.5 inches right here, which is the measurements for the back. All these are the measurements for the back. And then remember the armhole is 9 3/4, then 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. Then full length measurement, just like usual, 32. So guys, the lapel starts from here. I'm using 16 or 16 and a half. Let me say 16. But now the guy's length 16 and a half. Let's do it all. 16 and a half. So the neck measurement, I'm going to go down as well with half for the front as well. Then 3 inches, just like we did for the front, the back side. So after this, I will increase this neck measurement by 3, then add half, which is 3.5 for the sewing allowances. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this point to this point to get my lapel. So I don't have a long ruler yet, and now I'll just use what I have and make sure the line is straight. Okay, so as you can see, I'll come all the way up here, connecting to this extra allowance, which is the ½ inch we added. So now you have to be creative on what you want here to go for you, understand? So I will do something like this because as I have others, you understand? So just something like this. Then okay, so as you can see, this is what I wanted. Then I will connect this point.
I did this thing for nothing.
You understand? So
I look for nothing.
So what I'll do here is I will extend this line, this very line. I will extend by ½ inch. You understand? Because this will allow the neck to relax very well on the person wearing it, putting it on. So I will use this part to shape.
I don't understand.
I don't understand the first day, but now I don't
okay,
get that.
So I did a little shape here, so don't mind the 2 lines here because I have to use one to trim it out. So now I will connect the downside. I will connect this part to this part. Remember, we're not using here. This is for the lapel and this is for the bodice. So what I'll do is I'll mark 4 inches inward, then divide it by 2. So this part goes to here. This part comes down to here. Okay, so this part shapes this stuff like this. Okay, this is the downside. Now you understand, just mark to the folding point. So that's it for the downside. So we are going somewhere back. Okay, so I'll take the shoulder measurement now. I'll take the shoulder measurement, and this is where the shoulder measurement starts from, here. Okay, so let me check if everything is there. Okay, and I think they are okay. All right, so the chest, pay attention to this, it's very important. This is where it becomes trickish and tricky, you understand? Yeah. So the chest measurement is 9 3/4 here, 9 3/4. Then you remark the chest measurement again, 9 3/4 here as well. Then here you extend by 1 inch. Okay, So around this point, I'll mark 5.5 inches extra for the side. Remember, we have the front, the back, and the center. Okay, so I will extend this line so I can get everything clear. The measurement here is something 9 3/4. Remember, 9 3/4, then 5.5 inches. All right. So down this point now, you go inward by 5, 6, 7 inches. Let's say 7 inches. Then just make a straight line. Okay. So when you make a straight line, we are looking for the dart now, the dart measurement. So pay attention to it and don't get confused. So this is for the dart measurement. So my dart comes from here, which is the one I added, 1 inch I added from to this point, not the full length measurement. So that's why I have to bring it down here. You understand? So I will shape this. You understand? Then shape here as well. So shape here as well. So I'll connect the shoulder line. I'll connect the shoulder line. Then connect the armhole. Alright, so I'll connect the armhole. So I took in half here, so I will shape the armhole. Alright, now remember we have to minus half 1 inch from the chest measurement here on the waistline, so which is 8 3/4. You understand? But in this case, I'm adding extra 1 inch or more. Then from there, 5.5. You understand? So that I will have the measurement and the shape. Remember, what I did here is, since we did on the back side, what we did on the back side is the waist measurement. We took the chest measurement and minus 1 from the front, from the back. So sorry, understand? So on the front now, we took that 8 3/4 we had, which is the 1 inch we minused, getting us to 8 3/4. Then I added half inch. Then add the same 5.5 I added to this point, to the chest, to the down. You understand? To have this shape I have here. So my pocket measurement, I minused 1 inch from here, and then I have 9. You understand? So I have 9. So this is how I get my pocket measurement, so that it will not be so down or too up. So 1.5 for the adult. If it is a child, I use 1. You understand? For the pocket measurement, I don't use this one. I see people using this one, but I see it's wrong for me. Okay, so I go in by 2. Then pocket size is 4, then middle 2. So after doing that, I come upward here by half. This is the front pocket, remember? Then I mark across. So here is my 2. This is where it stops. You understand? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'll take these 2 inches I got from here, the division of here, downward here. You understand? So from there now, I mark the center vent for the front. Center vent, I'll use 10. 10 is okay. So I'll mark across, trying to get this, targeting this line. You understand? So alright. So now I'm going to mark ½ inch front from the darts. Then my pocket size is 5.5. 5.5. You understand? So 5.5. Now when you are done joining these 2 stuff here and here, the front and the center, if you are done joining it, you will see this measurement here, because this is what we are going to have. This pocket should fall down here, you understand? So when I'm closing you are going to see it. So now you are going to be creative, either to do this pocket to be like this, anyhow you want it to be. But as for the sake of this one, I'm going to make it straight, a normal pocket. So I'm going to make another line so you can see the pocket. Now your pocket this thing cover, because this one has its cover, start from this point to this point. This is for the pocket cover. Then I usually use 1.5 or 2. Let me say 2. 2 is okay. 2, you understand? So mark it across, then you shape here if you want. So you're going to be creative with this pocket, however you want it to be. So this one goes like this, this one goes like this, you understand? Goes like this. This is for this one. And that is all for the shower lapel blazer drafting. So if you have any question, please do it to ask me while I trim this off. So if the person you're making this blazer for is too big, like it's fat, it's fat, please, this ½ inch I added here, bring it outward, you understand, not inward. I did this inward because this person is kind of slim, you understand? So take note of that and don't make a mistake on this. The person is fat, ½ inch should be outward, and make sure you have enough space for it. Alright, so let me go ahead and cut this off. Let me take it out so we can proceed with the lining cutting and the sleeve cutting and others. Alright, so watch on my next videos and you get all of them. Alright. So we are done with the drafting of the blazer. This is the front side, which is the center. Okay, this is it, and the back. So check out on my next video and you get the video on how to draft the sleeve. I will also be uploading more of the videos on blazer drafting and the stitching part as well. So subscribe to my channel, put the notification bell to get more of my videos, and don't forget to like this video if you learned something from it, and if you like it, comment. If you don't understand anything, comment. Please just leave a comment for me. See you on my next video and have a lovely day. Bye.